Hello, my name is Shanae Thomas, and today I will be presenting a presentation titled Time for Change at Springfield General Geared Towards Managers for my MGT616 course. There are few issues that have negatively impacted patients at Springfield General which must be rectified. There have been a huge amount of prescribing errors, confusion over drugs with similar names, inadequate attention to the synergistic effects of multiple drugs and patient allergies, and handwriting identification, poor or illegible handwriting by the prescribing physician. This problem has killed more than 770,000 patients annually in U.S. hospitals. The computerized physician order entry system, or the CPOE system, to solve the problem was used to eliminate errors but caused an even bigger issue. After the CPOE system was put into place, the results were shocking as it did not remove errors. It increased the amount of unfortunate drug events. I'm going to give you 3 steps for a planned change process. The first step is unfreezing. I want you all to be involved, so I want to ask you all a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you think the CPOE system is working? Thanks for the answers, and from that, I can see that many of you aren't happy with it. So I'm here to help you make the best of the situation the hospital system is in and hopefully turn it around. There are patients' lives in danger every day. The existing way of doing things cannot continue if you want to help the patients. The CPOE system that was put into place to avoid medication mistakes, but sadly it caused more. I know that with the help of all of you, that can be turned around for the better. You have the hospital's backing as they want the patients to receive the proper care they deserve. We're going to ensure that everyone is comfortable with the changes and any questions you may have along the way are answered. This is not going to be a fast process, but hopefully it will be an efficient and life-saving process. Essentially, you are in charge of these patients and ensuring the staff are following the guidelines so that everyone is happy and satisfied. You are the leaders, so your behavior will have an effect on the rest of the staff and your subordinates. We are here to make sure that the patients will get better and make it home healthy. The change starts with you. This step will involve all of you managers, being that you have to want the change. The second stage of this process is called moving. There will be many benefits to this, with the main one of saving patients' lives, which I'm sure this is many of you individuals' purpose for working here. Also, you will help this hospital become one of the best hospitals around, as it has had its share of media exposure that was not the greatest. You all will be impacted by this substantially. As you are the leaders of the organization, you will feel a sense of worth. And of course, at first it may be a little chaotic as it is a new system to you, but in the end, it shall all work out for the patients, you, and the organization as a whole. Also, there will be training courses offered to ensure that everyone has the help they need with the system. I want you all to be aware that you are supported heavily. Everyone wants to see a change for the better, so everyone will need to be involved in this step, which I'm sure they all will be. The third and final step of the planned change process is refreezing. The staff will need your help throughout this process. They need to be supported. There may be barriers, such as uncertainty, but I can assure you that with the help and encouragement from fellow colleagues, you will see that this could be one of the best decisions you make. How will you sustain the change? There will be a few ways that this change will be sustained, such as offering incentives such as a reward system. Also, there will be a feedback system implemented to see how everyone is doing with the change. If another change is needed, it will be assessed and handled accordingly. With the help of everyone, leaders and staff, this change implementation can be one of the best things that has happened to the hospital. So the new technology that I want to discuss that will be put into place will not allow any of the prior errors to happen again. I am here to help you be comfortable with utilizing a system that will no longer potentially cause harm to the patients. There will be no incorrect dosage information, no discontinuation failures, and no patient confusion. The new technology will give on-screen alerts when an individual administering medicine forgets to follow a step. These steps are verifying the dosage, which is very important, timing, patient, particular medication, and the delivery route. Also, it will flag an allergy if a clinician tries to order a medication that a patient is allergic to. This will ensure that patients are receiving the correct medications. There are certain techniques used to foster commitment to change. First, you all have to be honest with yourselves because this will probably be a period of uneasiness. Although you are managers, you can lean on others for guidance. Make sure to check on your staff and get their feedback, as this change is going to be very uncomfortable for them. Make sure to keep them involved because if not, they will be more reluctant to change. This is a team effort, so you need the right people on board. Make smart decisions to ensure that everything is planned accordingly. Share information and listen to what others have to say. Work together and make sure no one is left out of the process. This change can be the start of something great for Springfield General, which I'm sure all of you want. Does anyone have any questions that they would like to ask regarding the presentation or the change? And on this slide, these are the references I used for the presentation. I would like to thank all of you for listening to my presentation, and I hope each of you learned a great deal of information. Together, you can change the problem so that Springfield General will be one of the best ranked hospitals in the area.